Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Maya if you're new, and today I'm really excited to be sharing with you a new product that Arrtx has sent to me. And new to me, I don't know how new it is, but it's new to me. Acrylic markers, and it's 3mm nib, strong coverage, 48 colors. So it kind of looks like this, and the construction is really great. So it's a plastic barrel. You could see the ink in here, how much ink is left. And this is the nib before it's pumped with paint, but I will show you how quickly, you really don't need to pump that much, and the paint comes out. And it is strong coverage. I would say it's even more opaque than the Sim Tap markers. And I noticed that, but again, you don't have the brush tip, which you have with the Sim Tap. It does require less shaking than the Sim Tap. The Sim Tap, in order to get that thicker coverage, you need to shake it a lot and kind of pump it a lot. But these, you need to pump less and you need to shake less, I noticed. So that's what I noticed about these markers, and they're great. Honestly, the Arrtx acrylic markers are really, really good. Every one that I've tried has been good. So I am going to be coloring with these, showing you what I do with them. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So this is a bigger nib, as we could see, and here are the colors they show us. Let's open that up. Just coloring. Oh, good. They give you extra nibs, which is awesome. So here are the colors at a glance. Wow. Look at that beautiful design. Oh, you can see the ink in here. Huh. Ooh, I'm going to have to think of something really awesome for coloring for these guys, to make it interesting for you and maybe give you an idea. Cute. Okay, we'll do it here. So, ooh, it's coming out really quickly onto the nib. Boom! Wow. That is strong coverage. Wow, these are awesome. Wow, wow, wow. Now the nib is larger, so we'll have to see what I will create with these. And I want to think of something cool for you guys. So I will come back very shortly. So I have this page in Joanna Basford's Magical Worlds, and I am going to do a oil pastel background in here, fix it, and then go on top and do something cool with these beautiful markers. So I will be back. Okay, so I'm showing you the markers that I'm using and the colors that I chose. I kind of chose like a red, a corally color, and a peachy color. And I am basically doing like confetti dots with these markers on top of my background. And the background is basically oil pastel with satin acrylic medium on top. And the satin acrylic medium is called, the one that I use is by Golden, and the company Golden Satin Glazing Liquid is what it's called. But anyway, I'm doing corals and peaches. That's the peach color. You can see I'm pumping it. It really comes out really quickly when you're pumping it, and the paint comes out quickly. You don't have to shake it as much, I noticed as well, compared with like the Sim Tap markers. I noticed I have to shake it less, and because the paint is pretty uniform in there, pretty thick. So I love how the confetti is turning out. And here I'm just kind of showing you how it turned out. I did all the corners off camera, same as the other corner that I did, and I love how it turned out. I think it adds a lot of interest to the background. So I'm going to do a voiceover for this part because I decided to change my editing. I'm in the Magical Christmas, as you can see. And I did a Sim Tap green marker on the entire background. And then I added oil pastel on top of that and fixed it with satin glazing liquid, which is a acrylic medium. And then I decided, you know what, let me do something on top, and I decided to do the dots again. So I'm just going to show you how it came out. Okay, so here it is finished, and I decided I decided to cover the pinks that I did with just red, coral, and peach, and stick with that because I thought it looked better on the green. And so yeah, I like that. I like how that came out. And I feel like you can do other things. I don't know. I just really like the dots, but like you can embellish with lines, you know, crisscrosses, like different marks you could do to jazz up just a plain background. And you don't have to do as many dots as me. I probably did too much, but like you could just do a couple and it would look really good also. But I wasn't really thinking, I just went with it. But yeah, I do like how that came out. I think it adds more interest to the background. Then I'm moving on to another page. This is in a book called How the Grinch Stole Christmas, coloring book. And I did another oil pastel background and fixed it with the satin glazing liquid. And once that dried, I went on top with these acrylic markers and I did dots again. I just really like that effect. I think it adds a lot. So I chose blues this time to kind of complement the pinky yellowy background. I thought blues would be a nice contrast to that and complement the frame. So this is an upside down frame just so I could show you what I'm doing. But I'm adding like darker blues at the edges, and then as I'm going into the frame, a little bit lighter blues, like turquoisey kind of colors. I'm adding the turquoise to where like the yellowy color is. So some of the dots I'm doing big, some of them small, but it's so opaque. You can see it just goes on top and creates a really opaque like confetti effect dots. So I thought that these markers would be perfect for this kind of thing. Here I'm showing you how it turned out. Love how it came out actually. And I think it adds a lot to the background. It's just a fun, just to add a little something to like a pretty flat background. Then I went over to the next page and started to just do an acrylic background in the entire for this entire page with one of the purple markers. And I thought it would complement nicely the other page and really make these candies pop. So there's nothing like a flat acrylic background contrasted with metallics and pencil work. So I am planning to use metallic watercolors on the candies and designs there. And also pencil, like my Prismacolors, like a nice gradient. Looks beautiful against a flat acrylic background, in my opinion. And these are working amazing. It's so thick. So this is how it came out. Obviously, I finished the page. But you can see it's really, really opaque. And it's the texture is like acrylic. Like it is thick acrylic. It would be, you know, somewhat challenging to go on top of that with pencil. So it is like very, very paint, it feels like acrylic paint basically. So, but look how, and that's one layer. That is one layer. So these are definitely the most opaque of all of the Arrtx markers, even though they're all amazing. And I will show you up close. Yeah, I guess you could see a little bit of streaks up close, but that doesn't bug me. I still think it looks amazing. So that is that page. Another thing that you can do with these acrylic markers is actually go on top of stuff. Hold on, let me find the page that I am looking for. Okay, there we go. We'll go on top with red, like little, I'll do like little flowers. And maybe I'll do a coral, you know what? Maybe a coral flower. Yeah, that's gonna be good. Okay. So I'm gonna take this corally color So I'm gonna do like the flowers. And I'm just like doing like little dot clusters on top of the oil pastel. And this oil pastel is fixed with the acrylic medium, the satin acrylic medium. And there we go. So I'm just doing the flowers. Doesn't that look awesome? It looks like a painting. Wow, I love that. So that is another awesome way to use these like markers, is on top of like, you know, like on top of stuff and adding little details. Let me, I'm just gonna pump this one. I want to add a little bit of to the leaves here. 1 second. There it is. It's coming out. There we go. See how I could add highlights. See how I can add on top? Acrylic goes on top of stuff, so it can be your top of embellishment, you know? So you could do highlights, you can add shadows. See how much that adds? That looks awesome. I love it. And it's opaque, right? So it can go on top of stuff. Wow, I love that. Let me get, you know what? Let me get a light brown for this area. Let's see if I can find like a light brown. Guys, always have a scratch paper next to you. I just cleaned my desk, so I didn't have it, but it's a really good idea to have like a scratch paper. Okay, see how this is like a yellowy cream? So I'm gonna add little of the palm tree, little highlights of the palm tree, like you know how the way the palm tree is, it has like little shootings at like things that shoot out. I don't know how to explain it. That's a little light, but let me see if I could find a darker one, darker brown. No, that is the lightest I could find, but you could see what I mean. You could add, that might have been a little bit too much, but you could see what I mean. You could add like highlights to stuff. So I think I'm going to do that even here. I'm going to do this with watercolor and then add highlights. So I'm going to do that and come back. Okay, so I based this with watercolor. And obviously I will go on top with, I'm going to have to go on top with darker greens, you know, like that to add shading. But I'm going to show you what I'm going to do here with the flowers. So we're going to add embellishment to these flowers, and I believe they're called hydrangea. Shoot, I don't know. But we're going to add embellishments here and to the hydrangeas. And little dots to add some color depth. There we go. And I will even take a white. But I hope you can see how you can add embellishments, you know, like to bushes and little things with acrylic markers, basically. Now, normally you should wait till stuff is dry, but I'm a little impatient right now for the video's sake. See how I'm adding the highlight there? So that is another way that you can use them. And I will show you up close the marks there. That's all with the acrylic markers. And even here I could add, like with a peach. A highlight to the curtain, see that? With an acrylic marker. So that is a great way to use them. So I did another background in here. This one is How the Grinch Stole Christmas. This blue background is all one of these markers. And what I liked about here is that there is like little sprinkles. So I thought it would be fun to do some of these sprinkles also with the markers. And maybe like even add more. You know what I mean? Maybe I'll do some yellow, some reds. And it kind of looks like a cookie. So the title of this obviously is like, these are like Christmas cookies. So it would be fun to like add with the acrylic, these acrylic markers, just like colored sprinkles. Instead of dots, you could do sprinkles. And then I could even add just like that on top. See how opaque that is? You could just add on top of the acrylic paint, like the acrylic background. Add your own sprinkles. So yeah, that's another, just another example. So that is all I have for you in today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. And my parting thoughts are, honestly, these are great. I feel very, very comfortable recommending them because they're very good quality. I really, really like them. Honestly, any acrylic marker made by Arrtx has been good that I have tried. All the ones that I've tried have been good. Some require a little bit more work than others, and they have different features. This requires less pumping, less shaking, but you don't have a brush nib. You have a bullet nib. And the bullet nib, you can actually get a pretty thin line if you want. Let me show you. So that is like the thinnest I can get with that. So that's pretty good. It's thinner than you would think. But like I said, any acrylic marker made by Arrtx is good. These are the most opaque that I've tried, even more than the SimTap. I don't know. They keep giving me more and more. They're getting progressively more opaque. I don't know if they did that on purpose, but that's just how they sent them to me. So as always, I give you my honest opinions on everything. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like I said, got something out of it. As always, a big thank you to Arrtx for sending these to me. And I will leave any of the links or coupon codes or anything like that below in the description box if you want to check them out. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, everyone.